Me personally, at the time, I wasn't thinking about no consequence or what would happen if I was caught by the police carrying a knife, or what if I got myself in a problem and I tried to use it and then it just got turned back on me. Like, it was a thing for me, you know what, I'm leaving my house to go do what I do. I'm gonna carry it with me because I'd rather get caught with it than without it.
Queen's Park Station.
Me, I was very hard-headed. Like, I have to have my way. If I don't get it, then I'll just make or find a way of getting it. Even if it caused me problems with you, I will still have to get my way. That's what kind of person I am, I guess. Like, a bit loopy in the head. I lived in this estate from the age of 3 up until when I was about 11. In the morning, when I went to school, I would always, every day, without fail, I would see trails of blood. And like, I got used to it. At first, it used to kind of freak me out, but at the end of the day, I got used to it because something I was seeing every day. The way it was, like, you had to be aggressive to actually survive in the estate. Like, it's not really either to survive or just to have some sort of status. Like, so you had to be an aggressor. You had to be aggressive. Them days, I was always looking over my shoulder, thinking, do you know what? It could be anything can happen to me any day. It's not a nice feeling because sometimes I'll think to myself, do you know what? I don't want to go out because something might happen to me. This is where things used to happen. When I was a bit younger, I used to come here with my friends and that. It's just to lie low, if you get what I'm saying, like just to get away from things and hide from police and all that when things happen outside on the street. Times when things weren't going so great at home. Like when I come here, like I just forgot about everything at home. I came here, like I forgot about my problems at school. I come here, I felt happy. I felt like I'm in my own box. I'm in my own zone. I can do what I please. This is where it all started, really, like back in 2003. Like, behind these walls were the school that I went to. I was just doing robberies within the school. I was bullying people. I was punching up people for no apparent reason, just for looking at me funny. I was coming to the school with drugs, to sell drugs, just to make my money. I was carrying a knife to school. I was really aggressive to whoever it was, teachers, students, to myself. You get me? That's me. I'll say I became very negative. It was just very negative, like in terms of in being at home. I was negative towards my dad, my brothers, and my mum. But I didn't see it as them trying to put me on the right path. I thought it was just them trying to interfere in my life, innit? I thought they were just against me. And I went into school as well. I wasn't listening to teachers. My mind was just made up into one thing. I'm right. I don't want to hear what you're saying. I'm not interested in your opinion. It's only me. At the end of the day, I started getting violent and just wasn't doing nothing at school. I just went to school just to chill. Like, to me, school was a youth club. Adults, the way I used to see them is like, I used to get older people walk past me and look at me like I'm a piece of dirt to them. When they see me with my hood up, they cross to the other side of the road like I was going to do something to them. And it's not a nice feeling, like, because it just makes you feel low and you ain't got no self-esteem no more, like. And I was surprised when I come here and the way they spoke to me, because I thought, you know what, professional, they're going to be like teachers, they're going to try and talk to me how they please and I can't do nothing about it. But the way they spoke to me was like as if they were my friend. They were understanding. They said to me, you know what, we understand where you're coming from, we can help you with this if you're interested. We can offer it to you, but it's down to you what decision you want to make and what you want to do with your life. And that, from someone speaking to me like that, that's the first time someone spoke to me in a polite way. If you want to do something with your life, I can help you. Choice is down to you. And they want to sit there and hear your story. It's just like, wow, there are actually adults out there that are here to help young people, not against them.
Ahmed's come such a long way from being negative, his views on the police, his views on adults. Came to the crossroads in his life where he was under the influence of some peer group in the local community doing certain antisocial behaviour Ahmed came into my office and he wanted something to do more than just a course and stuff. And I thought, let me put him into Fair and Fashion to see how far he can go.
Can I have someone to read the first one out for me, please? Go on. Confidentiality. Yeah. What does that mean?
Like you have to be confident?
It's like whatever we talk about in this room stays in this room. We don't go outside and say, oh. My role is that I'm a junior support worker. My job involves me working with young people in workshops such as Fear and Fashion, which is around knife crime and conflict resolution. I do it because it gives me a sense of pride. It gives me a sense of joy. The young people that I'm working with, they have problems either at home or they have problems at school. For example, again, it's permanently excluded, they don't want to go back into education. Say, for example, if your friend said to you, I'm going to the shop to get some sweets, but I need you to hold the door for me because I'm going to go rob the sweets from the shop. So I can get out, just hold the door for me. Would you do that? No. You wouldn't do that? Okay.
For him, for doing the training, is open up the doors to make him realise that, you know, what he was doing before wasn't the real him. And he's found himself, you know, through the sessions. His confidence has improved, his body language has improved, he can engage with adults, you know, and he's gone on to do youth work training courses. He's working in a school now. He's supporting me in doing detached youth work in the local community. So he's a total turnaround.
One thing you liked about today or something you've learned new today? So who wants to go first? I don't really want to press nothing. I just want to show them what's right and what's wrong and for them to make their own decision, really. Because, like I said, it's happened to me before. I was shown what's right and what's wrong, but it was forced upon me. So that's why I didn't really respond to it. I just done my own thing. All right, I've come to the final bit of our session, unfortunately, but thank you for coming today. Just a quick message, good luck with school and make sure you focus and pay attention and make sure you do all your homework. Life will be a lot easier. Thank you for coming. We'll see you later. Bye. Looking at my baby brother, even though he's still young, I can see what his attitude already is like. And I think he's going to be, if people don't help him out at a young age and mentor him and guide him, I think he's going to turn out worse than me because his attitude is already bad. He's already going around hitting people, spitting on people, and if you tell him off, he just laughs. He doesn't really take no notice of it. And I think if he's not helped at a young age, if he hasn't got me as a positive role model, if I was still being negative in my life, I think it will be worse than me.
Don't look at me like that. You like it? I want to get you, man.
I thought, you know what? I need to make something of my life. I'm getting older. Like, I don't want to be living a life, because I want to have kids or someday. You know, I don't want my kids to go through what I went through. I want them to have a nice life. I didn't have a nice life. I struggled. That's what motivated me thinking about, I'm going to have kids one day. I need to actually make life easier for them. I don't want my kids going out there. I don't want my kids being in jail. I don't want my kids to be involved in gang crime, because I know what it's like, and it's not the best of lifestyles, really. Like. Can you see it? Can you see the bird? Give me 5. See, you've messed yourself up now. Mum's not going to be happy. It is the way I see it, younger brothers will look up to you. So if they saw what I was doing, obviously they'll go and do it as well, because they think, you know what, my brother's doing that, let me do it. And I didn't want my parents to go through that because they already experienced it through me. You gonna go look after mum while I go work, yeah? Yeah. You are?